What if I told you that right now, as you watch this video, 3 signals from beyond Pluto are challenging everything we thought we knew about physics? In 2025, New Horizons detected radio emissions 73 times more powerful than should be possible in that region of space. The second signal contains patterns that repeat every 4.7 hours with mathematical precision that NASA scientists say has a 1 in 750 million chance of occurring naturally. And the third signal? It appears to be moving backward in time. These aren't science fiction, they're actual discoveries that have left the world's top physicists scrambling for explanations. These signals defy everything we understand about the outer solar system. The first signal, detected in January 2026, is emitting energy equivalent to 400 million lightning strikes per second, in a region of space where there shouldn't be enough matter to generate even a fraction of that power. It would be like finding a nuclear reactor in the middle of the Sahara Desert with no explanation of how it got there or what's powering it. The second signal contains mathematical sequences so precise they make our most advanced encryption look primitive by comparison. Dr. Elena Rodriguez at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory says, "We're detecting prime number sequences, geometric progressions, and what appears to be a form of advanced binary code, all from a region of space that should be nearly empty." Most disturbing of all, the third signal exhibits what physicists call temporal inversion. Parts of the waveform appear to be moving backward in time, violating causality itself. Dr. James Chen at MIT describes it as physically impossible under our current understanding of relativity. How could the emptiest region of our solar system be generating signals that break the laws of physics as we understand them? And what does it mean for our understanding of the universe? To understand why these discoveries are so mind-bending, we need to understand what we thought we knew about the outer solar system and the signals we expect to detect there. New Horizons, launched in 2006, completed its primary mission to study Pluto in 2015 and has since been exploring the Kuiper belt, a region beyond Neptune filled with icy bodies and dwarf planets. After its flyby of the Kuiper belt object Arrokoth in 2019, New Horizons continued its journey outward, now approaching the very edge of our solar system. In normal circumstances, the signals we detect from this region are predictable and well understood. There's background radiation from distant stars and galaxies. There's the solar wind, charged particles from our sun that create a faint radio signature. And occasionally, there are bursts of energy from cosmic ray interactions with the sparse matter in this region. All of these signals follow known physical laws. Their strength decreases predictably with distance from the source, following the inverse square law. Their frequencies shift in expected ways based on the movement of the source relative to the detector, the Doppler effect. And most importantly, they all obey causality, the principle that cause must precede effect. The instruments aboard New Horizons were designed to detect these expected signals. The Radio Science Experiment, REX, measures radio emissions. The Solar Wind Around Pluto, SWAP, instrument detects charged particles. And the Pluto Energetic Particle Spectrometer Science Investigation, PEPSI, measures high-energy particles. In 2024, NASA approved the extended Heliosphere mission, equipping New Horizons with new software to maximize its remaining power for studying the boundary between our solar system and interstellar space. The spacecraft began dedicated observations of this region in early 2025. This is where things get strange. Based on everything we know about physics and the outer solar system, New Horizons should be detecting a gradual decrease in solar particles, a gradual increase in galactic cosmic rays, and very little else. The boundary crossing should be relatively smooth and predictable. But what New Horizons actually detected beginning in January 2026 was something entirely different, 3 distinct signals that violate our fundamental understanding of physics and raise profound questions about what lies beyond the edge of our solar system. What I'm about to reveal next is the detailed analysis of each of these impossible signals and what the world's top scientists think they might mean. If you're fascinated by discoveries that challenge our understanding of the universe, this is exactly why I make these videos. Hit subscribe and enable notifications so you never miss these cosmic revelations as they happen. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why these signals could completely revolutionize our understanding of physics itself. The story of these discoveries begins on January 17, 2026, when New Horizons radio science experiment, REX, detected an unusual burst of radio emissions from a region beyond Pluto. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, lead scientist on the mission, initially thought there was an instrument error. The signal was 73 times stronger than anything that should be possible in that region of space. After 3 days of verification, the team confirmed the instruments were working correctly. The signal was real. They immediately requested additional observation time from NASA's Deep Space Network to increase data transmission rates and gather more information. By February 2026, the signal had not only persisted but had grown stronger. The team named it Signal Alpha and began a comprehensive analysis. What they found defied explanation. The signal was emitting at multiple frequencies simultaneously, with energy levels that would require a power source equivalent to thousands of nuclear reactors, in a region of space where there should be almost nothing. Dr. James Chen at MIT, who joined the investigation team in March, noted something even more puzzling: the signal appears to be modulated in a way that suggests it's not random noise. There are distinct patterns that repeat with precise regularity. Just as the team was grappling with Signal Alpha, New Horizons detected a second anomaly on April 3, 2026. This one was different, a narrowband transmission that repeated every 4.7 hours with mathematical precision. The team named it Signal Beta. Dr. Sarah Jameson at the European Space Agency, who specializes in signal analysis, made a breakthrough discovery in May. Signal Beta contains sequences of prime numbers, followed by what appears to be geometric progressions, followed by binary-like code. The statistical probability of this occurring naturally is approximately 1 in 750 million. The scientific community was still reeling from these discoveries when, on June 12, 2026, New Horizons detected a third signal, the most baffling of all. Named Signal Gamma, this emission exhibited properties that seem to violate causality itself. Dr. Rodriguez explains, when we analyze any signal, we expect to see cause and effect moving forward in time. But parts of signal gamma appear to be inverted temporally, as if the effect is preceding the cause. It's like watching a movie where some scenes play backward while others play forward, all in the same frame. By July 2026, these three signals have become the most discussed scientific anomalies in decades. Research teams around the world were analyzing the data, proposing theories, and designing new experiments to try to understand what could possibly be generating these impossible signals from beyond Pluto. What made the mystery even more compelling was that all three signals appeared to be emanating from roughly the same region of space, an area just beyond the heliopause, where our sun's influence ends and interstellar space begins. Yet each signal had entirely different characteristics, as if they were being generated by three distinct phenomena or sources. As Dr. Chen put it, it's like finding three different impossible objects in the same empty room. One defies the laws of energy conservation, one contains mathematical patterns that suggest intelligence, and one seems to break the laws of time itself. How do we even begin to explain that? After months of analysis, scientists have developed three main theories to explain these bizarre signals, each with profound implications for our understanding of the cosmos. Let's start with Signal Alpha, the impossibly powerful radio emission. The leading theory involves a phenomenon called magnetic reconnection occurring at unprecedented scales. Dr. Rodriguez explains, we believe signal alpha may be generated by massive magnetic field lines from our Sun connecting with interstellar magnetic fields at the boundary of our solar system. Magnetic reconnection is a process where opposing magnetic field lines break and reconnect, releasing enormous amounts of energy. We see it on a small scale in solar flares, but what's happening beyond Pluto appears to be millions of times more powerful. Imagine two giant rubber bands under extreme tension suddenly snapping together, explains Dr. Chen. The energy release would be catastrophic. Now imagine this happening with magnetic field lines stretching billions of kilometers. This theory is revolutionary because it suggests the boundary between our solar system and interstellar space is far more dynamic and energetic than we ever imagined. It's not a gentle transition but a violent, active zone where cosmic forces clash on an unimaginable scale. For signal beta, the one with mathematical patterns, the theories are more controversial. Some scientists propose it could be a natural phenomenon we don't yet understand. Dr. Jameson suggests, certain quantum processes can generate patterns that appear ordered. It's possible we're seeing quantum effects scaled up to cosmic proportions. Others point to the possibility of an artificial origin. Dr. Michael Patel at SETI explains, while we must be extremely cautious about jumping to conclusions, the mathematical precision of signal beta bears similarities to how we might design a beacon or message intended to be recognized as artificial by other intelligent beings. If this theory is correct, it would be the most significant discovery in human history, potential evidence of extraterrestrial technology or communication. However, most scientists remain skeptical, emphasizing that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Signal gamma, the one that appears to violate causality, may have the most mind-bending explanation of all. Dr. Chen proposes, what we might be seeing is not actually time running backward, but rather a phenomenon called quantum retrocausality operating at macroscopic scales. Quantum retrocausality is a theoretical concept where quantum effects can appear to work backward in time. While this has been observed in carefully controlled quantum experiments on Earth, seeing it at astronomical scales would revolutionize physics. Another possibility, adds Dr. Rodriguez, is that we're detecting gravitational effects from a region of severely distorted spacetime. If there's an extremely dense object beyond the heliopause, something like a primordial black hole, it could create the temporal distortions we're observing in signal gamma. What makes these discoveries so significant is that they don't just challenge our understanding of the outer solar system, they potentially challenge our fundamental understanding of physics itself. If confirmed, they would require rewriting textbooks on everything from electromagnetism to quantum mechanics to general relativity. As Dr. Jameson puts it, these signals are like cosmic puzzle pieces that don't fit into our current picture of the universe. And that's exactly why they're so important, they're showing us where our understanding is incomplete. Just when you thought you understood what might be happening beyond Pluto, the story takes another dramatic turn. In August 2026, astronomers made a discovery that added another layer to this cosmic mystery. While analyzing the timing of all three signals, Dr. Rodriguez's team noticed something extraordinary. They appear to be synchronized in a complex but mathematically precise relationship. Signal alpha's intensity peaks exactly when signal beta begins its mathematical sequence, which in turn coincides with the temporal inversions in signal gamma. Dr. Chen explains the implications, finding this level of synchronization between three supposedly unrelated phenomena suggests they might not be separate at all. They could be different aspects of a single, incredibly complex phenomenon that we're only seeing pieces of. This discovery has led to a fourth, even more radical theory, that all three signals might be manifestations of a previously unknown fundamental force or field at the boundary between our solar system and interstellar space. Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka at the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan explains, in physics, we currently recognize four fundamental forces: gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces. What if there's a fifth force that only becomes apparent at the boundary between star systems? These signals could be our first detection of such a force. Adding to the complexity, in September 2026, the New Horizons team announced they had detected subtle variations in all three signals that correlate with cosmic ray intensities. These variations show patterns that suggest the signals might be reacting to or interacting with particles entering our solar system from interstellar space. Dr. Sarah Jameson notes, "It's almost as if these signals are functioning as some kind of boundary layer or membrane between our solar system and the rest of the galaxy, responding to and processing information about what passes through." Perhaps most intriguingly, some of these patterns appear to correlate with unusual quantum fluctuations detected by particle physics experiments on Earth between 2023 to 2025, suggesting a possible connection between phenomena observed at the quantum scale and those at the astronomical scale. The question now isn't just what's causing these signals, but whether they represent a fundamental aspect of how star systems interact with interstellar space, something that might be happening around every star in the galaxy but that we've only now developed the technology to detect. As Dr. Rodriguez puts it, we might be glimpsing a cosmic process as fundamental as star formation or planetary evolution, but that operates at the boundaries between star systems rather than within them. I genuinely want to know what you think about these incredible discoveries. Which of these theories makes the most sense to you? Do you think we're seeing massive magnetic reconnection events, potential extraterrestrial signals, quantum effects at cosmic scales, or evidence of a fifth fundamental force? Or perhaps you have your own theory about what's causing these impossible signals from beyond Pluto? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read them all and I'm fascinated to see what this community thinks about one of the biggest scientific mysteries of 2026. The implications of these discoveries extend far beyond astronomy. Understanding these signals could revolutionize multiple fields of science and technology. In physics, confirming the existence of macroscopic quantum retrocausality would transform our understanding of time itself. Dr. Chen explains, if quantum effects can operate at these scales, it could lead to breakthroughs in everything from quantum computing to our understanding of the early universe. For energy research, the massive magnetic reconnection events could provide insights into controlling fusion reactions. The energy release mechanisms we're observing could inform next-generation fusion containment systems, notes Dr. Rodriguez. We might be witnessing natural processes that could help us solve our energy challenges on Earth. If signal beta does have an artificial origin, the implications would be profound for our place in the cosmos. Dr. Patel from SETI explains, even if this is not a direct communication to us, but rather some form of technology operating at the boundary of another star system, it would confirm we are not alone in the universe. These discoveries also impact our understanding of the heliosphere, the protective bubble that shields our solar system from cosmic radiation. If the boundary is more complex than we thought, it could change how we plan for long-duration space missions and our understanding of what makes planets habitable. There are even implications for information theory and mathematics. The patterns in signal beta contain mathematical relationships that some researchers believe could lead to new computational methods or encryption techniques. By studying these signals, we're not just learning about distant phenomena, we're potentially gaining insights that could transform technology, energy production, and our understanding of life's place in the universe. The good news is that this mystery won't remain unsolved for long. New Horizons will continue collecting data until at least 2028, when its radioisotope power system will no longer generate enough electricity to operate its instruments. Every day brings new data that helps refine our understanding of these signals. NASA's Interstellar probe mission, scheduled for launch in 2030, has been specifically designed to investigate these anomalies. This ambitious mission will travel 3 times faster than New Horizons, reaching the heliopause in just 15 years and carrying instruments specifically designed to study these signals in detail. Meanwhile, the Interstellar Mapping and Acceleration Probe, IMAP, launched in 2025, is already providing complementary data from its position near Earth, helping scientists understand how these boundary phenomena might affect our entire solar system. With each new mission and observation, we're getting closer to understanding the true nature of these impossible signals and what they tell us about the fundamental nature of our universe.